Well, looks like we are live. Don't know how many folks we have here yet because I was delayed a little bit this evening. Just a lot going on. So we started 15 minutes later. Wish I had some more time to prepare tonight because I got some new cool stuff. A little logo sign here we hadn't had time to hang, but compliments of my daughters and son in law. So that's kind of cool. It says Rockford Ordnance. You just can't see the ordinance right now, but we will get it up in its proper place up behind us here, maybe over here somewhere, and see how it looks. Looks like we got a few people in here, and hopefully we get a bunch more starting. So, um, well, welcome to Rockford Ordnance and Kalashnikovs. This is a unique live stream in a way. We use the live chat. If you look to your right on your screen, whatever you're watching here, there's a live chat. You can join in, post questions, comments, and that's what we talk about. We talk about what you want to talk about, whether it's current events surrounding firearms, Second Amendment, new models coming out, if you want to learn about something you're thinking about purchasing, ammo, whatever it is, we try and answer it and talk to you about it. If I don't know um, some good information on a certain subject, someone here will know. I promise you can find an answer, whether it's about ARs, AKs, the latest pistol, reloading information, whatever you're looking for, we can get it answered here for you. So join in the live chat if you're new, check it out, and we are happy to have you. We usually go through our chat here and see who's here, but I'm kind of giving it a minute here. Let some people log in since we started. Normally we start 8 o'clock. It's 8:15, but oh well. Everybody will survive. Let's see. Orion Fixer's here. He says, here we go. 7 minutes to go time. That was, well, he did see the 8:15. Good. So the announcement went out. AK Old School is here. He says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Rock. The kids flew out to see me for late Christmas. We had a range day here at the house. We shot every gun I owned, probably went through $500 in ammo. They had a blast. Well, that's awesome. We did something similar. So yesterday, a lot of people had off work because Christmas fell on Sunday. So we put together a little range day ourselves. A bunch of my son's friends, they still come by and say hi and whatnot. And they'll call on certain days, things like that. So it's kind of cool. Well, one of his best friends, two of his best friends were in the area, and talked to him. And I said, hey, what do you guys think about doing a range day on Monday? And they were in, and one of them brought his father-in-law, and he just came. He was away. He was stationed. He's in the Marines. He was stationed on a boat over in Europe for the last 6 months or so. He just got back from deployment. And then the other young man got back from Afghanistan, or whatever, a year ago, maybe. He was in intelligence over there watching the video footage that drones were shooting and doing whatever actions he needed to do. So they were back, and kind of all of a sudden, a bunch of people, right? So we went to the range, and they had stopped by before, and I said, well, what do you guys want to shoot? Tomorrow's all about you guys. I helped the one build his first AR, and he had a little problem with it. He fixed it, so we were going to test that out. And another, the gentleman that's in the Marines, had gotten a hold of the CMP and got a couple Garands, his first Garands. He actually ordered two, and the two that came in were post World War II, and he really wanted a World War II gun. He ordered a third one, and he put a note in there that he was a Marine, this and that. Don't know if it helped any at all, but don't you know he got an early 45 Springfield Armory, original barrel, original stock. Uh, Pretty much everything was right on it except the op rod. And the other two he had bought, that one had the correct op rod, so he switched it out. And he's got this beautiful rifle. I think he sold one of them to pay for this one, but he got what he wanted, and he was going to shoot it. So I reloaded a bunch of 30-06. So I brought my Grand. He had stopped by the night before. He wanted to shoot the Galil, my X95 Tavor, what else? One of my ARs, and of course the MP5. And he said, where can I get some ammo? I said, don't worry about that. It's on me. So like you, AK Old School, they shot up a storm and it was great. I had a blast. Didn't even have to ask them to pick up the brass. They did it themselves and put it in a can for me. So that was nice. But we probably did about the same, I don't know, somewhere between 400, 500, somewhere in there. Got out at 9 o'clock and shot for about 3 hours. And then they were nice enough to take me to lunch. So it was a great day. And I think we'll try and do that every year. And I might do kind of like a memorial shoot for my son, something like that. It was really kind of cool. And everybody got to try something new. The AR that the one young gentleman had built, his gas block had been a little off. He called me and he said, it's like a bolt action. I fire around, nothing happens. And he was so excited to break it in and shoot it that he shot it one round at a time, like 50 rounds. And when he got there, he had already adjusted the gas block, and I figured that was it. And sure enough, it shot just great. He built, he saw my Thunder Ranch Aero Precision receivers, and he built one pretty much identical to the Thunder Ranch gun I built. So it was cool. It was spot on. And we had a great time. We destroyed, you guys, we need a moment of silence. The steel target you see in most of my videos, the torso size one, it finally bit the dust. The young gentleman, the Marine, hit it with his Garand, and it smashed the AR 500 steel and snapped a corner off a big chunk. It finally died. I was taking so many headshots on the thing that the cracks were developing, and he hit it with that, and boom, the whole thing went flying. So that whole target setup, I've talked about it before, is made by a company called Taylor Targets, and they make a phenomenal setup. Go to their website and you can buy their, what they call their base. It's a steel base, holes in the top, and if you got one of them even, but two, you could make an entire shooting range with everything from plate racks for pistols to paper target holders to gongs, you name it. Really, really cool setup, easy to transport to the range. And it's lasted me, oh gosh, I've had that thing 6-7 years, and everything's going strong except that plate finally bit the dust. But I'm going to call them, see if they might sponsor the channel. Maybe if enough of you guys go there, check it out, maybe buy some targets and mention where you heard about it. They might help us out. So if you're looking for the targets, head over there and check them out. They're really, really good stuff. Rarely do I give plugs to certain companies, but they really make a nice setup. It's the best I've found over the years. And it's versatile. You can use it for anything or set it up any way you like with all their accessories. So check it out. It's really cool. Either way, I'm going to buy another one and add to it. So we'll see. But I hope Christmas was good to all of you and you had a good time. Maybe got some shooting in. Maybe got some cool presents under the tree and Santa was good to you, or your significant other was good to you. Either way, it's all good. Mine certainly was. We added to our reloading system, and the main part of it that I got for Christmas was this, our Dillon case feeder that goes on our XL 750. So pretty much my setup right now looks like that. It's pretty much automatic. All I do is set the bullet on the case and pull the handle. I timed it last night, and granted, the only thing that would slow me down is changing or adding primers, essentially. But I can do, well, I'm guesstimating, I'm going to say, I think I can do 1,000 an hour, but easily 800 in an hour. No problem. Like nothing. Put it this way, I kind of knew with Christmas coming, I was going to need some brass to load. So I spent the last couple of weeks getting tons and tons of 223 brass ready. And I blew through it all in no time. I've loaded almost 500 rounds in such a short period of time. You have no idea. Some 68 grain and some 75 grain. And it's beautiful. It works so well. I can't even believe it. Now I got to set it up for brass prep so I can keep up with the brass. And I'm going to have to start scrounging a lot more brass, let me tell you. But yeah, it's awesome. A few other doodads with it. If you guys are interested in some reloading on the Dillon, the press is going so fast that with the standard powder funnel, if I'm going too fast with the handle, the whole charge won't drop in time. Like it moves on before all the charge is in the case, right? So there's a solution for it. Double Alpha makes a powder funnel. This is the standard powder funnel out of a Dillon die. And you can probably see how small the hole is there. Well, the one by this other company, Double Alpha, is about twice that big and has a full taper and no more problem. So I'm just flying through them. But that and got some other cool stuff. This is a cool company. I couldn't wait to see these. It's Competitive Edge Dynamics, and they're ammo bags. So if you shoot 3-gun or you're just going to the range, they make them in different colors. So maybe one for 9, one for 223, whatever. Different sizes too. You can clip them to a belt or clip them to your cart or whatever. And they hold your ammo. So here's some of the 68 grain stuff we did. Really, really nice stuff. It just comes out so good. And I don't know what I got in here. Maybe 250 rounds, something like that. And you say, well, big deal. It's a pouch, right? Well, yeah, you can, you know what color, what is in, and you can grab it real quick when you're at a competition or something. But you put the brass you pick up in here when it's empty, and look at the bottom. It's mesh. So sand, dirt, stuff like that all fall through, and you can put your empty brass in here and bring it home from the range. So kind of nice, kind of dual purpose. Carry your ammo to the range, shoot it, pick it up, put it in here, bring it home to reload it. And they got a drawstring and all that good stuff, and kind of cool. All this stuff came from Double Alpha Reloading. I think that's what the website is. Double Alpha, just look it up. A lot of cool stuff over there, especially if you're in the Dillon reloaders. All kinds of neat stuff. So yeah, Christmas went well. And I said earlier, if some of you just joined in, my daughters had this sign made. It's steel. You can't see the ordnance right now, but it's down there. Let's see. Oh, I just changed their color to purple. Rockford Ordnance with the AK on there. So we will have to hang that up here. I think we'll kind of move that one that way and the other one over here, and it'll be kind of cool. We're also talking about doing a real backdrop setup with like an interview desk and shelving and all kinds of cool stuff. So it's going to be getting a lot cooler around here, I guess. Let's see what else you guys got going on. Ross is in here. Hey, Rock, good to see you. You too, Ross. Rabbit Hole Reviews. What's going on, man? AK Old School got a Marlin 336 big lever chambered in 30-30. What is more iconic than getting a 30-30 for Christmas? Except usually you're like 15. No, I'm kidding. well, I didn't get mine for Christmas, but God, you got to have a lever 30-30, right? Awesome. That's cool. How hard has it been to find 30-30 ammo this year? Holy cow. I think more than a year, maybe 2 years. That was stuff that was always on the shelf, right? And I remember for years buying like Federal or Remington, 6.99, 7.99 a box. Sometimes there'd be a rebate, you get a couple dollars back. I think the last time I paid 25 bucks a box for Federal 160 grain. And man, I was shocked to see it. I'm like, oh, I grabbed like 8 boxes, and then I looked at the price tags and went, oh yeah, we'll put some back. But now we're reloading that. But I didn't even have any brass for it, so we did reload some nice 30-30 with FTX bullets. Nice stuff, and it's trucking too. This stuff, it's really moving. But yeah, 30-30 is hard to find, boy. Even now, I spent a couple hours at a local gun shop. I like to tell you guys, what I see and where I see it and how things are looking. Firearm wise, guns, rifle, shotgun seems to be just about anything and everything you want out there. Prices are coming down. There's some deals out there. There was a lot of ammo at Christmas at the big box stores. And pretty much everything. 357 seemed real short. 44 mag, real short. I'm still seeing steel K762 by 39, some Wolf and some Tula. Although it's like 10, 11 bucks a box. Craziness, right? Plenty of 223, every type of 9 you could possibly want. A lot of 22. There's more 12 gauge out there. I managed to get some Winchester double A's, just some trap loads. So I'm trying to build up my hull supply for this trap season and get reloading there. We're going to get a lot more trapping this year, and we're going to bring you some of it live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean, on a video. So give you guys a taste of that too. I know a lot of you have probably done it, tried it, seen it, but I don't know if you've seen like shooting money games, stuff like that, and some really, really good trap shooters. So it's something different, you got to try something different, keep it fun. Let's see what else. Yeah, so even 38 was kind of short supply, but 357 mag didn't see much of it at all. Everything else seemed to be plenty to go around. Not a ton. There's been a ton of 308 around, but for whatever reason, that was a bit short. And 30-06 seemed a bit short too, but a lot of other stuff out there. I'm seeing a lot of 5.7. Both American Eagle and the FN stuff. So that's good to see, but the price has not come down. It's still like 48, 49 bucks a box, something like that. That stuff's crazy. What else? Let's see. How many hints did you have to drop to get the case feeder? Actually, a printed cart, like shopping cart from the website, emailed to the wife, mom, daughters, everybody. And here's a funny story. I started opening my gifts, and I don't know what it was. I was having problems printing off this website, right? And I start pulling the stuff. I'm like, I didn't want this. What is this? I'm like, well, I don't know what you guys did, but you screwed it up. And I'm like, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Oh, well, here's the plates for the case feeder. That's good. We're getting somewhere. Got those. Oh, the case feeder. Yay. But I got 2 case feeders, actually. So I got the Dillon one, and then there was one of those mini case feeders with the tubes where you have to turn it every 10 rounds or so. So I got one of those. That's got to get sent back, and I'll get something in its place. But like that bag, I didn't remember ordering that. I put a bunch of stuff I thought was cool in the shopping cart, but didn't necessarily want. Well, I got it. So the powder funnel was kind of just a wish, not a want, but this turns out this was key to getting speed out of it. But I got to return that powder or case feeder, And there's one other thing I can't remember, but that's about it. And we'll get something else. Oh, I wanted the handle for the press, the big roller handle, and I didn't get that, so I'll swap that out for the roller handle, and we should be good. And then I am going to order up the case trimmer and all for it, and so we can brass coming fast enough to load. And why am I loading this much 223? I don't know, because I enjoy it. I come home in the evening and it's the first thing I do. I go right to the garage and I start messing with that. It's just my quiet time, my thinking time, clear my head kind of thing. And yeah, if I couldn't do that, I don't know what I'd do. But it's, hey, always can use it, right? So what's the problem? I'll end up one day they'll put me in a hole, and my grandchildren will get 100,000 rounds or something. I don't know, but what the heck? Brass is pretty much free. I pick it up, so can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I gave them some pretty direct hints, so that was cool. The sign, though, that was a complete surprise and came out awesome. I don't know what company did it, but they told me they gave them the logo from the end of my videos, the Rockford Ordnance there, and somehow they know I like AKs, but they didn't know enough to, find a picture. Well, I guess they could have walked in here and seen that, but they pulled that off the logo somehow. I don't know how they separated it. Maybe he just found it, whatever, but it came out really cool. So I like how the light goes through it. I'm gonna have to figure out, maybe I'll put a frame around it with some LEDs behind it, so it'll light up like that. That'll be cool. We'll see. I got to do something with it. But yeah, so all in all, good day. A small gathering of family and friends and good food and weekend of football and some good movies, some classics, and yeah, it was good. So can't beat it. Can't beat it. Let's see. Picked up that 765 PP copy. It's very nice. Awesome. Joe Morgan is in the house. How you doing, Joe? Hope your Christmas was good. I know your first Christmas without Dad, right? Well, my second Christmas without my son, and it doesn't get much better. I'm not going to go on about this, but it's not as bad, I guess, but the bad is always. It's every day. It's open your eyes and the thought crosses your mind, and the day sucks. It's never the same. It'll never be the same. And I loved Christmas my whole life, and it's just not what it used to be for me. So, it's still great. You got to enjoy the ones that are here. I don't know. I don't have advice for you. Those that say, "Oh, it gets better," don't worry. It doesn't get any better. It is what it is. That's all I'll tell you. But I hope you made the best of it and you had a good day. And especially with your dad, I'm sure he's much more comfortable and in a much better place. So there's that. That's all I can tell you. Let's see. Joe, I have my login to others to pick up where I fall. I'm not getting it. That sign would be cool in a shadow box. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Something along those lines. We'll see. I'll tell you this. Our Galil Ace pistol got a workout yesterday. Everybody that shoots that pistol loves it. And they love the MP5 too. But that Galil is really growing on me. And a rifle might be nice. I've also got to come up. I need to make a purchase, and really not a dollar limit on it. What do you guys think? What do you think I should add to? What's out there right now? What's a good deal? What's kind of unique or something that's here and will go away and we might not see for a while? What do you guys think? What should I add? Then give me some ideas here because I'm gonna go. I'm off tomorrow and I'm gonna go shopping. Maybe we got to do a little online shopping, but whatever. Any cool rifles out there? I saw some of the Polish pistols. Forget who had them, but there were some cool ones. Looks like the rifles with the military folding or adjustable stock are available perhaps in 7.62, but not 5.56. What would you do in that case? Would you wait for the 5.56 or I don't know? Throw some ideas out there, guys. I don't know what I don't know. What would you guys like to see a review on? What would you if you could go grab anything right now, what would you go buy? Throw me some ideas, and if one of them hits the mark, maybe we'll grab one and throw it on the channel. Polish 5.56 are available. Oh, I thought I was on there. Unless they just came available in the last couple of days, maybe. That's from Dan Dude 2010. Good to have you here, man. It's kind of weird live stream today. Just a lot going on with Christmas and not a lot of time to set up for the show today. So kind of going off what you guys are saying here and letting it lead us somewhere. Joe, cold feeling in the night, Rock. I'll give you my channel. Why do you want to do that? Now I get the login thing. I have my log on to others to pick up where I fall or fail. I can't tell. Let me see. Glasses, where I fall. I told you, bro, don't let it get to you. Everything will be all right. You'll be good. Email me. We'll talk. Bidding a Mint Walther P1 and an Enfield, a mummy gun. Yeah, you guys know I talked about them. I don't know, a month or two ago. I brought them up. They're called. Is it a mummy gun you're talking about, Rabbit? So there's some Enfields that are still in the wax paper and cosmoline, all wrapped up, and you'll see them come up at auction once in a while. And when you take the mummy wrap off, they're essentially brand new. And I was bidding on one at one point and lost, and they're not cheap, let me tell you, but that's a good point. I should look for one. Let's see. Hold on. Bidding on a Mint and an Enfield. Man, I might have to bid you up on that. Oh, yeah, you might be bidding against the Rock. Holy cow. I'm going to have to get in there right after the stream. Maybe we're lucky and there's two. Yeah, those Enfields in wax paper. A lot of guys that are Enfield collectors are leaving them in the wax paper. Just as, there's the gun. Obviously, it's probably worth more in the paper if you leave it alone. But me, I'd open it up because I don't have an Enfield yet. And I like as new can get. So that would be really cool for me. Yeah, I don't know how you could leave it in the paper. I'd be too interested to see because it'd start crossing your mind. Well, could it have gotten wet or some humidity? Maybe it's a rusty chunk of rusty flakes in there. And I better open it. Or, well, it's probably mint, but I shouldn't open it. What would you guys do? Would you have to open it or would you leave it? They're really neat guns. There's some videos on YouTube opening them up and stuff like that. They're really, really cool. I'm going to have to check out Arms of America and see, too, if those are on there. Because I think in the Polish gun, right, if you want a gun that is actually used by the military, right, Um, the 5.56 is probably a way to go. Um, Although, like there's still a few countries using 7.62, but I don't know. We'll see. The Jack to me is made for the civilian market, in my opinion. It just seems that way, and I'm not a huge fan of milled guns. I'm just not. And all you guys are going, yeah, right, right. Look at the Arsenal collection. It's because that's a variant and I have to have it for a collection. I shoot my stamp guns way more often than those. I don't everyone, oh, they're so smooth. I got stamp guns smoother. And to me, the stamped AK is the quintessential AK. So I don't know. I just like them. The extra weight is one thing. They feel even heavier than a Yugo, in my book. I don't know. It's just not me. I appreciate them. I appreciate all AKs. That's my thing. But I like stamp guns way better. So the Jack is like, I don't know. Joe, shout out to Rock. He makes the flying crap show possible. Yeah, right. Oh, I don't know about that. If anything, that's about all I make possible, right? Let's see. I want to get down to the mummy rifles here. He Rock, Joe, Rabbit, and all. Chase is here. Cool. Good to see you, Chase. Yeah, Rock, I have 2 of the mummy rifles. You do? No kidding. Have you done a video on one yet? I'd like to see it. Shout out to Mummy Rap. Last day of our travel to my mom's after coming back from Georgia, back to normal. Yeah, everything's getting normal here too. Kids are back at school. Parents will be leaving in a couple days, a few days, I don't know. And it'll get quiet again. And yeah, you know how it goes. Rabbit's going to send me a link. I'm raw, real, and unfiltered. That's all right, bro. That's why we love. If you're talking about your videos, that's why I love them. It's cool. So what else? Oh, I did a video years ago on cold weather testing, and we were actually running an RPK in serious cold weather up here. Well, with this storm of the century, when we got out Monday, it was, I don't know, it was around 0, somewhere around there. And my oil had just gotten thick, obviously, but a couple of the guns that weren't mine, the stuff was like grease, and stuff just wasn't running right. I had rounds that weren't chambering because some gunpowder and carbon had built up on the bolt head on an AR, and it wouldn't chamber rounds. I thought it was my reloads at first, till I'm trying different batches. I'm like, I didn't screw something up through 15 batches of rounds. Finally pulled the carrier out, and I'm like, it's not that much, but maybe. And sure enough, I guess I should increase my cleaning regimen on that rifle. But the cold was definitely slowing some of the guns down. So keep that in mind when winter comes around. You may want to go to a lighter oil depending on what you use, different things. But when it's that cold, it's like I always tell you, if it ain't raining, we ain't training, kind of thing. When it's that cold, get out there, especially your go-to stuff, and make sure it's going to run. Or you could have a surprise on your hands. Let me tell you. Nothing worse than finding out at the wrong time, right? But yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. And you could just feel the gun slowing down. You could feel the recoil impulse and everything just, I mean, it was so cold, nothing runs good in that kind of weather. But it's interesting to see. So make sure you are trying stuff out, and scopes too, all optics, all that stuff. Make sure that everything stays clear, that kind of thing. I guarantee you that target failure with the AR-500 steel. Now that I just crossed my mind talking about this. I wonder if the cold didn't have something to do with that, because it shattered it on that corner. And I've shot 30-06 at that thing a million times. That target held up. I guarantee you that target's got 10,000 hits on it. Easily 10,000 hits, maybe more. And I've shot it before, but I don't think that one's ever been in that kind of cold. So who knows? Interesting. I'm glad that just crossed my mind. So, Rabbit, how did you get your hands on two mummy wrapped Enfields? And what are these generally? Are they late production stuff? Are they World War II? And then if somebody explain real quick the with Mark 3, Mark 5, Mark 6. I know nothing about Enfields, but being one of those quintessential World War II rifles, I want one. We've got a bunch of Mosins, we've got K98s, we've got Grands. I've got one crappy Arasaka. It'd be nice to have that rifle to kind of complete things, at least the major ones. It'd be cool. And those mummy wrapped ones really intrigue me. So it'd be awesome if most of them were like World War II year production, but somehow I doubt some of those got put away in mummy wrap. I think it's more likely than not later production stuff, but how late, I don't know. Let's see. They were all made in 54 and 55. They were made at the Curley plant in England under contract for the Irish. Interesting. And they're Mark what? Dandy dude. Word on the street is the SAR-3 is coming back. 5.56 Romanian AKM. That would be cool. SAR 1, 2, and 3 started it all, right? 7.62 gun, 5.56 gun, and a 5.45 gun. To this day, if you guys watch Misha over on Mishiko channel, his favorite AK of all time and his first was, I think, an SAR-2, I want to say. But it was one of the SARs. I got my first one in 97 and the second in 17. Who was selling them when they first came out? Not the SARs, but the Enfields. That'd be interesting. They're all number 4 Mark IIs, the final and best Enfield. What's a good price these days? And how much were they originally when whatever importer brought them over? See, this is stuff you don't catch a lot, guys, stuff like that. I happened on a video on these mummy Enfields, and it was interesting. Vanessa Kitty is in here. Haven't seen her in a while. I see her over on 28EDU's channel. Get over there, guys, on Friday nights. Cool live stream. Second Amendment stuff. So it looks like a lot of the gun control that they were trying to get through is not going to make it to the Senate in time before the changeover. But of course, we had that big omnibus bill pass with all kinds of crap in it, right? That leads me to something else. This snowstorm story, this huge snowstorm, storm of the century, storm of a generation, all this stuff I heard being talked about, right? As it was coming into the Rockies, right? And they're talking about all this snowfall through the plains, Midwest to the East Coast, and they're given, 18 feet or 18 inches in northern Michigan and this and that. And I'm thinking, it didn't cross the Rockies yet. How do they know about snow totals and that kind of thing? Sure, they got models and all that, but it was just so much information and it covered everywhere, every network, every cable news, YouTube. Hell, Biden gave a address on the storm, and then it turns out to be nothing, right? And they knew it was going to be probably not that big a deal other than the cold, but I've never seen something get so much coverage. Sure, it was close to a holiday, but to me, it was one of those stories that they were building up and using to take attention away from something else or cover for something. Sure, the omnibus bill was getting a lot of coverage, but I wonder if it wasn't to pull away from that, and or maybe they were trying to cut down on holiday travel, whether it be for their good old standby that they still push, um, to cut down on that or give the airlines a break somehow. I don't know. What do you guys think? Didn't it sound like there was just way too much coverage of this thing when there were other things going on, like maybe our border crisis? Guys, in my book, that's the biggest thing right now. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. What are we going to do about this? I mean, I remember I don't know, 10 years ago, a big thing like before the wall and all this stuff. You know, groups of guys going down there and the feds were turning them away and all that. You don't hear about any of that. I'm just shocked at because of the sheer numbers and what's going on, and nobody's doing anything about it. Crazy. What do you guys think? We've got the arm brace thing coming up here pretty soon. If it didn't drop today, maybe it did drop today. I didn't hear about it. Got home from work and didn't have a chance to look at anything all day. Believe it or not, we were busier than crazy today, selling RVs on the 2 days after Christmas. Sold more today than we did the entire month of December, I think. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this world, but crazy. I saw mummy guns sell for over 2K. Not too bad. They're all number 4s. Dixie living. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Soon. That's coming quick. 2023. It's got to be better than 22 and 21 and 20. But who knows? Maybe it'll be worse. It all seems to be rolling downhill, doesn't it? I don't know. They were around 350 and 95. Awesome. Joe, I want to say, Rock, you inspire me to keep on. That's Joe. What else are you going to do, right? It reminds me, we were watching that Maverick Top Gun movie last night, and I'm from that generation, that Top Gun generation, right? Love that movie and love the fighter jets and all that stuff. And me and my wife actually went to the movie theater to see it. Certain movies like that, Saving Private Ryan, you got to see it on the big screen, right? But I love that saying. He says, "Don't give me that look." He said, "It's the only one I got." You know, that's how you got to look at it, Joe. It's the only one you got, man. It's what you were dealt. You know, what else you gonna do? Oh wait, I just saw something I liked. Where'd it go? I saw something about vodka. Shout out to Strika Vodka and Lucky Strikes. Shout out to see, in Wisconsin here, you guys know what I'm going to say. Well, it's all about Marlboro Lights and brandy old fashions. That's what we do in Wisconsin. The state of Wisconsin consumes 85% of all the brandy in the country. Whew. Think about that one. I used to put away the booze pretty darn good, and really good. Really, really, really good. Okay, let's just leave it at that. But I don't really drink anymore. I didn't quit drinking. I can count on probably 2 hands how many drinks I have a year, you know. Put it this way, my daughter's wedding, I had 2 drinks, and it's not because I didn't want to. I actually wanted to drink and have a good time that night, just didn't. I'm at that age where by the time I get 2 down, the headache's already kicking in, and it's like, oh God, you know. For whatever reason, it just slowed down. You get old, whatever. But yeah, I single-handedly supported Jim Beam for many years, but I don't know. But yeah, hey, vodka Lucky Strike, that's a good combo. I could never take the smell of vodka the next day on me or someone else. So it's like, ugh. But bourbon, on the other hand, or brandy, yeah, that's just fine. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Right after the show, I had one on Christmas and it wasn't enough. I'm going to get out the eggnog and the brandy, and I'm going to finish it. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it just sounds like fun tonight, and I'm off tomorrow. So hey, why not? And then I can go gun shopping tomorrow. That sounds like a great evening and day off, doesn't it? Um, Rabbit hole reviews. I will live to see all my enemies turn to ash. Rabbit, I told the grandma story. I don't know what the grandma story is. Joe, did John McCain stop by? I intended to die young. I was denied. Me too. I always said I wouldn't have to worry about this crap. I had people I ran into later that I knew in grammar school and high school that I'm somewhere and I run into them. They're like, "Oh my God, you're alive!" That I heard you died. Like literally, they heard stories of me going out in a burning ball of flame on a motorcycle or something. You know, I don't know, crazy, right? But yeah, I never thought. Rock My Sam 5 has about 250 rounds to it so far, but just had about issues with it beating. Yeah, so you know about mine, right? Mine has beaten itself to death. So the bolt is shot. It's beaten it on the ends are out. Anymore, it's going to stick the firing pin. It's a mess. I still haven't done anything about it. But now that Christmas is over, I got a few companies I got to call and get some stuff taken care of, that being one of them, because mine beat the hell out of itself. So I don't know. What can you do to prevent it? I would, and you shouldn't have to do this because I don't agree. First of all, I always lived by the, if it needs a recoil buffer, there's something wrong with the gun. But a recoil buffer could help from it beating the shit out of itself. An adjustable gas block obviously would solve the problem. But again, why should you have to do that? You could mess with spring rates and get a stiffer spring. Maybe try a ALG spring in there. See if that helps, if they have one for that gun. I'm going to talk to Arsenal and give them a shout, see what they say, and then do a video, show you guys mine, and go from there, because it ain't a cheap rifle, right? This ain't a $300, $500, $700 AK. These things are $1,500 to $2,000. And it should not have done this. I mean, it's quite ridiculous. So before yours does, and I don't know if it was one batch or all of them or what, but I would certainly look. So on the back trunnion, when you're looking down into the receiver, muzzle pointed away from you, you'll see on the back trunnion like a cutout, a semicircle cutout, and take the recoil rod and spring out of it and just manually run that bolt carrier back, and you'll see where the bolt tail is going back into that sort of, there's like a U notch at the back of the receiver. As you're looking down, you'll see that U, and that the tail is running into there and slamming at the firing pin and that, and it's beating the crap out of the edges of the bolt itself, the tail of the bolt, and it's catching the two sides with the firing pin in between. So if this is looking down on the top, it's catching the firing pin is sort of in between it and the edges of the bolt are hitting out here, and it's beating the crap out of these edges and pounding it out into like an oval almost. And eventually, in my opinion, it's going to pound it enough to lock that firing pin forward, and then you're going to have a slam fire gun, like similar to like a sticky firing pin SKS or something, something like that. I like barrels. I noticed pricing dropping. The mini barrel was $1,200 at Arms America. Now they are $1,000. I've been wanting one. Yeah, I want a barrel rifle is what I want. With the rail and all. Do they have those around? Has anybody seen one? I saw those barrels over there, and they got them with the wood, all the different colors, and they're sold out of everything except border guard green. Or you can get it without that stupid package they have. But then you're going to have to drill it or get I think they're selling the other rear trunnion, but they're out of a lot of parts and stuff like that. I like the rifle. I want the rifle. Where could I find one of those if anyone's seen one? Dan Dude seems to have all the info on the Polish guns and barrels. Yeah, I did notice that. They've got a sale on them, basically. And I wonder if that's because it's going to be hard to sell pistols when you can't have a brace on it, right? Is the first thing that crossed my mind. Mexican army is escorting the mass hordes to the border now. Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. You would think that some citizen groups or something would stand up and say, we're going down and guard our border. If you're not going to take care of it, we will, right? Trust me, the thoughts cross my mind. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's going on, and they're doing nothing. This party and this administration are, they're not failures. They're succeeding at exactly what they want to do, and that's changing the entire voting demographic. You watch, they'll vote anyways. They don't need to be legal to vote. They'll just vote. Landmines, like every other country, right, Joe? Every other country has razor wire and landmines and guard towers and everything else. Or is that just communist countries? I don't know. Well, what's the difference, right? Got everything else. Might as well have that. Keep us in and come from. They don't mind if we leave. At least us. They'd like us to leave, right? Although we're like their working class slaves, so maybe they don't want us to leave. I don't know. I think it's definitely our biggest concern right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Letter writing. Write your senator. Yeah. Think about it. The Republicans are doing nothing about it either. Are they down at the border? Are they doing interviews and stories down there and everything else? No. They're doing nothing. They're going right along with it. It's, two acts of the same play, right? Same actors, both sides. But landmines, that's a great idea, Joe. I'm with you. That'd be good entertainment. Bucket of popcorn, a couple lawn chairs, right? Some vodka and some Lucky Strikes. We're good. Grab a motorhome, head down. What do you say, Joe? That'd be a hell of a road trip. Rock, you are real. You sponsored my channel. It's yours if something happens. Nothing's going to happen. What's going to happen to you? You don't want to do that, man. Stay with it. It'll be good. Trust me. It will be fine. You make sure you email me tonight, all right? Atlantic had the barrel last week in stock. Oh, the rifles. I am ending this early tonight, guys, just because I got some stuff to do. Promised my wife it would be an hour tonight. That would be a first ever. But I feel like I'm abandoning you guys, especially Joe here. I don't want to do that. The army would protect the invaders, not the citizens. Yeah, you're right. Rock, love you, brother. I'll send you Send you my channel info. No, I want to talk to you just about other stuff, man. Don't worry about the channel. It's gonna keep going just fine. You're gonna keep doing it. Relax. Just want to talk to you about it. What else? What else is going on, guys? What'd you get for Christmas? Anything good? Come on. Somebody had to get some good stuff. Atlantis has the Bice 39 Barrel in stock right now. I see 5.56 is the gun, but I think, would you do buy 39? Would you? Or is that like, it should be 5.56? So please answer me, because I have to order one. I need a barrel. I'm sick of not having a Polish gun. All Polish is all the rage right now. 5.56 would be nice in that gun, though, wouldn't it? Damn. And they won't be getting any for a while. I would do really? Why? What's your reasoning? Tell me your reasoning. Who's using that gun in Buy 39? The Poles are their army's shooting 5.56, right? And I'm sorry, guys, I've just never been up on Polish rifles. And I'm okay with either right now, to tell you the truth. I always stuck to just 7.62 rifles. That's what I did. That's what I liked. I didn't want to do the whole other caliber, but 5.56 is easy now. And with the steel case going away, maybe it's easier. And I do like to have rifles that are used by an actual military. Hey, Rock, this is Save. Hey, what's up, man? I haven't seen you around in a while. Save the bees. I got a new job with Ruger, so I can't catch the live streams most of the time, but Copper Customs has some Hungarian STDs right now. Whoa, man, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I would love, I think I saw those. I did see those. And I thought, oh, check that out. Oh, 7,500. Yeah, I had my one shot at a tiger and I got screwed on it. What are you going to do? One day something will fall in my lap, but yeah, that's too much to bite off right now. I don't know. Throw some ideas in here. If you guys come up with something, throw it in the comments or email me. I haven't been able to get to my haunts that have a lot of stuff in stock, look around, see what's out there. And a lot of the online stuff, it comes and goes so quick, I miss it, or I don't know. I need a day where I can sit down, go through Gunbroker, go through all the usual sites and find what's what and put one or two nice purchases together here. Been waiting a while since that MP5. That took a lot of steam out of the review equation. That was a lot of dough went into that, and then all the accessories and everything else, man. The mags and on and on and on. I mean, that took up what would have been 4 months worth of guns for a while. That is insane money for Hungarian. I get it. I know what it is and where it comes from and all that, but it's a lot. John McClane stole my crock. I must have missed the story or the joke. I'm not getting it. Stole my crock gas. It's a riddle. I'm sorry, guys. What else? Thinking maybe a chassis system precision bolt gun, maybe. I don't know. I got so much flying around in my head of what I want to do and where I want to go with things. That might be kind of cool. You know what? Maybe I got it. It's not. Maybe it won't be. If a barrel fell in my lap real easy, and everything went fine, I'd do it. But I've wanted one for a long time, and it's expensive. And I had things lined up. Things just didn't coincide. Money, what was available. I had been looking for a Belgian-built Scar forever, right when you could still find some, but most were American-made now. And I had a few. I was working on deals, and then the money went towards something else, and I'd get back to it, and I couldn't find one. Anyways, I could put together a scar, and I've wanted a scar, not because I love the rifle. It's just unique. It's not like, there's 72 different variants of one and all that. But to me, a scar is a gun you got to have in a collection. Um, Maybe. Boy, if I could find a Belgian gun, new in the box, tan. There were black ones left, but I need the 4 colors of gold. If that could fall in my lap, I would do that in a minute. That sounds like a lot of fun. I like that by 39 barrel for its the same style. Nigerian Army has a few thousand by 39s. My AK mags fit, no special 5.56 bags. And is there a better round? Arms of America, great source. Yeah. Does it have the rail over the dust cover? Got to have the rail. Got to have the rail. Let me know if it does. I got a Burl stock for Christmas. It was, yeah, they're expensive. Is it the adjustable or the folding? I like the adjustable. I don't think I'd get a folding on that gun. Do you own any M1 carbines? Don't know. Expensive 30 carbine is these days. I have one. Matter of fact, I should do a video on it. It's just one of those guns that's been around so long, I don't even think much about it. They're so much fun. What a great caliber, huh? Wouldn't it be cool? You ever seen Iraq veteran do the videos on great combos or great pairs, a pistol and a rifle, same caliber? Wouldn't it be cool to have an M1 carbine and like a 1911 that runs 30 carbine? That would be kind of cool. I know there was one handgun chambered in it, and I can't remember what it was, but it would be cool. Yeah, that adjustable stock's cool. You got to have that handguard and that stock to make that gun look right with the mount over the dust cover. Do those by 39 guns have the mount on the barrel? That might settle it for me right there. I don't know, but Scar sure seems like it would be cool right now. Any cool guns you guys have run across that you've been surprised by? Like, wow, I bought this because I thought it was kind of neat, but holy cow, I like this thing. Anything like that? I did that with that Spanish Sepni. Boy, I like that rifle. That thing it's just smooth. It's so nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. If you guys are looking for a unique gun and don't have one yet, check out those Markel Spanish Sepnis. They're really, really something. Literally built by HK engineers before they went to work for HK. Delayed roller lock. Just what a cool gun. AR-15 mags they will take, although you got to run the one brand because they run better. But the Burl Picatinny rail is hard to find, as are the grips, fore ends, and adjustable stocks. Arms of America still has the stocks right now. They did the other night when I was on there. I should have ordered 2 just to sell one to pay for the other. I wonder if they still got them. Sometimes there's parts like that, those guys that you can just buy and sit on and make a lot of money. Then again, you make it tough for another guy that really needs one. So I don't know. I got me a Burl stock for Christmas. It was a lot of moolah, but it works good on my Polish Fox. Yep. You know what I need? I need a good trip over to Mishako and about 4 hours worth of videos and figure out what I'm going to buy. Or maybe a call to Misha. I think I've only talked to Misha once, and it was right when my channel was starting it out. I didn't tell him I had a channel, and we talked about 15 minutes, and that was that. I'd love to talk to him sometime. By 39 mount on the rear trunnion. What mounts on the rear trunnion? That the rail that goes over the dust cover. I thought it mounts to the rear, uh, the button for the dust cover. That's part of the recoil assembly. Well, we'll take a look around. Guys, since I'm going to cut this short, I will hit you guys up maybe tomorrow night. We can do a little something, and I'll let you know what I came up with. But if you got any other ideas, email me. Drop a comment on this video after this live stream ends, and I'll do a quickie live stream tomorrow to make up for it. So be here and check it out. Just got a lot of stuff I need to get accomplished for tomorrow so I can make it a productive day of figuring out what we're going to do here. So I'm glad you all had a good Christmas. Joe, you hang in there. Make sure you email me tonight, bro, and we will talk, okay? Hang in there. Everything will be good. And everybody's got you covered. Don't worry about it. Promise you. And we will get back to you tomorrow sometime. In the meantime, check out some other videos. I'm going to be working on some stuff tomorrow too. You'll see our live stream tomorrow. I'm sorry it's a little short. I'm sorry we're jumping all over the place, and I thank you guys for helping me with figuring my situation out. So make sure you guys throw some ideas down there. Whatever you'd like to see or something you think's cool or would fit or you saw available recently. And we will go from there. Okay. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. We will definitely talk to you before the new year. I'm going to do something special there, and we'll have a little live get together. But I will see you tomorrow night for a little bit. So hang in there. Joe, like I said, get a hold of me. Love you all. Thanks again. Check out our Facebook. Check out our Instagram. And remember our super chats down here, guys. That's how we make money on this channel. We appreciate anything you can do. And as always, Rockford Ordnance out.